everybody, the Leaders Kiadas here. Welcome to another video. And for this video, I was just really thinking, what should I talk today? We can talk about strategies and techniques and Facebook advertising, e-commerce, Shopify, Google Analytics, blah, blah. But I need to tell you something. All these things don't matter if you haven't set your mindset to success. So after a lot of thinking, I thought that today it would be a really good idea to know me a little bit better, to understand my story, how I was doing in the past, how am I doing now, and what really helped me to come here at this place where I am today, where I enjoy beautiful things in life. So let me get started with the story that I'm born and raised in Greece. Greece is a really beautiful country, really beautiful weather, beautiful, amazing, tasteful food, but there it stops. People are nice, but their mindset, at least in my opinion, is not set to make you a successful person in the community, in the society. It does want you, and I think that happens into other countries as well. It does make you want to become a good employee, a good worker. And there is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong to being a worker, working a 9 to 5, if you get to enjoy it. Okay, I didn't. So I literally grew up and they told me, the society told me, my parents told me, you need to grow up, go to school, get good grades, go to the military, because military here we have to go for 9 months, get on a good college. Okay, after you finish college, you need to find a good job and work for 45 years. And when you're 65, you can finally enjoy life. And I was thinking, what the beep, that sucks. But every time I try to do something different for myself, the society, my parents, my friends, everybody around me told me, hey dude, you need to stop. You need to go and sit on your eggs. You need to go and sit and pray for a miracle that maybe you win the lottery, because this is the only way to make money. If you don't win the lottery, then you can keep working for someone else for 40 years and making them rich. Another saying that we have here in Greece says, oh, there's always worse. And I was, with my poor mind, I was thinking, why do we need to think that there is always worse and we don't look that there is a better way out there? So I literally grew up and I studied to be an accountant. I studied to be an accountant because my mom and dad were both accountants, and they told me at 18 years old, hey, this is a very nice profession, you should follow. I didn't know shit about that. I studied to be an accountant for 5 years, and I worked as an assistant accountant for another 5 years. Till I was 27 years old, I was working as an accountant, and I really hated every nanosecond of it. And mainly because, not because of the actual profession, but because of all the people that I met, all the bosses that I had, that with maybe 1 or 2 exceptions, all of them were not good people. And if you're watching my ex-boss this right now, thank you for being an asshole to me, because I wouldn't be where I am today if it weren't for you. So people were like, okay, mop the floor, go buy me some cigarettes, go get me a sandwich, go make me coffee. And I was like, okay, I want to help, but this is not the reason why I came here. I didn't come here to make you a coffee. I came here to be an accountant. And they all tell me that, when you're just starting out, you need to obey. You need to do what everybody else tells you. So I'll never forget, it was December 2009, and I was Christmas, actually 2009, after a big family dinner. We all had some fun. It was 2 a.m. in the morning, and I couldn't stop thinking, Saturday if I recall, and I couldn't stop thinking that on Monday I would have to go back to work, and I really hated that. Only with the thought that I had to go back to work on Monday, to work for someone else, that they used to underestimate me and tell me all these nasty things. I hated it. So I literally went in and typed in make money online. And I was really lucky to find that was a Greek blog. Yes, make money online .gr. I'm grateful to the dude that created it. and I started reading about affiliate marketing, article marketing, forum marketing. Back in the day, a little bit of Google AdWords and SEO. Facebook ads wasn't really that popular back in the day. I got really excited. Hey, I'm gonna learn this and this and that, and I'm gonna make money. And I was making all these dreams, but I was failing to take some action because I had grew up with that poor mindset that, oh, if I can make like another 100, 200 bucks per month from that, I would be like a fucking king. But that wasn't the reality. So I started work. I continued to work for all these people, but at the same time, I was reading like a madman. Everything that I could get my hands into when it comes to internet marketing, digital marketing, writing articles, Google Ads, SEO. I would read it till the end, and I was really passionate. So at some point, I wanted to see what happens with internet marketing in Greece, and I literally typed in Greek internet marketing without me knowing it. At the day, there was a company which is still to this day, and his Charles is a very good friend of mine. GreekInternetMarketing.com is an actual agency where I get to meet the guy. I get to learn a lot because he had ebooks. It was the only blog for slash site, agency site at the moment that it was talking about digital marketing. It has written a lot of mini ebooks in Greek, which was really important. And I started getting to know a lot more. I get in contact with a guy. I told him like I know very few about digital marketing, but I'm really hungry. I really want to be successful. I really want to make things happen. So I started working with a guy, and I'll never forget how many Saturday nights and late nights and Sundays I was right there working, learning, where everybody else was partying. I said, no, I got to do something better for this life. I got to do something better for myself. So after a few years, 2 years, I think, because I was making some money on the side, I decided to quit my job in 2011. Yes, so 2 years after, in 2011, I quit my job and I never looked back. Can I say that it was full of joy and roses and all joyful? No, it wasn't. It had a lot of ups and downs. I had to face a lot of failures, a lot of mistakes, tons of them, and the biggest thing I had to face was my own self, my own mind. Because you need to be really careful on how you talk about yourself. You need to be really careful. If you say to yourself that after a failure, hey man, you are completely worthless, you are a piece of shit, you don't deserve this, your mind will believe it. Again, at the same time, if you start talking positively to yourself and start saying that, man, I'm super successful, I'm gonna make things happen, and I will do this, and I make money effortlessly, and I'm a magnet, I attract health, wealth, happiness, and prosperity. Your mind as well is going to believe it. So I started working with Charles, I started learning a lot, I started making some money on the side. Then I jumped into a bigger agency. I'll always be grateful to Charles for all the things that he taught me, but I thought it was a really nice idea to jump into a bigger agency in Greece, Mindworks. It was the second biggest agency in Greece, and I get to work with really big clients like Vodafone Greece, Adidas Greece, Coca-Cola Greece, Philadelphia, Foli, Wind, and I got to learn a lot. And it was a really nice job. No one was treating me badly. No one was telling me, go get me coffee or make me a sandwich. So I was literally working with my headphones, working on my computer, and on things I loved. I loved Google Analytics, Google AdWords, search engine optimization. Facebook ads started becoming a thing back in 2013. But then I realized I was making all the clients that we were working for the agency, I was making them a lot of money, a lot of money. And the thing is that no matter how I made with the clients and campaigns, I was still making the same 1100 euros. Okay, which was not bad, but I felt that something it was missing. So at the same point, at the same year, the next year actually, 2014, I got to be married to the love of my life, my lovely wife, Ioana, and then everything seemed fine. I was working, she was working, we were making money, we had our own house, we had a car, but fuck, I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy. I felt that something was missing. So I said, look at all these other people out there. Like, look at all these other people out there. They're living the life. They're traveling all over the world. They have like big houses and big cars. And more importantly, from all these things, for me is freedom. I want to be free to do whatever the heck I want whenever I want it. So I decided to quit. So I quit my job, and the most difficult thing to do is to work for yourself. When you're working a 9 to 5 and then you say that, okay, now you can work for yourself, it's really, really difficult. Not because you don't know what to do, it's because you don't have the discipline to do what you need to do daily in order to make money. And the biggest lesson I learned, it's not only enough to be good at your craft, like digital marketing, being a designer, a programmer, a real estate agent, whatever that is, you have to be a salesman and a saleswoman. If you hate sales, you need to understand that probably it's better to stay where you are, because when you're running your own business, either you're running an e-com store, okay, maybe you're not selling face to face, but you're actually selling via the products, via the ad copy that you're writing, via the website, your store, the landing page that you have, via the video that you create. So either you go face to face and you sell agency services, or you do affiliate marketing, or you do e-commerce, or you have a software. Sales is something that you need to do daily. It doesn't really matter if you're selling on your own e-com store. It doesn't really matter if you sell agency services, if you sell a software, if you do affiliate marketing. For example, if you do e-com store, you might not be selling face to face, but you need to craft like really, really good ad copy. You need to have like a really, really good ad video. Your landing page needs to be really, really good. So you need to understand that daily, it doesn't really matter only, and this is the biggest lesson that I've learned, it doesn't really matter to be the best at your craft, which you need to be in order to attract customers so they can book you for design a logo or craft a Shopify page or create a funnel for you or run the ads. But also you need to learn how to be an entrepreneur. You need to understand that when you are off from your 9 to 5 job, no one is paying you anymore. You have to go out and you create the future for yourself and for your family. So overall, this is the biggest lesson that I learned. So when I quit my job, it was really, really difficult to me to be super disciplined, to go ahead and say that, "Oh, I need to go to do this, and I need to talk with potential clients, and I need to get money from these potential clients and start doing this and this and that." So I started working, but I wasn't producing any results, and the money felt really, really short. So I had to go back to an agency where it wasn't good. It wasn't a good agency. I wasn't really happy. Then the environment, the whole climate there was not good, and I was seeing all the other marketers I was following on Facebook see that they were all gathering in places, and with my poor mind, I was thinking back then, why do all these big marketers like Don Wilson and Matt Smith and all the big guys are going at these events and go like, do they need to learn any more stuff? I thought they all know that. And I was so poor with my mind back then that I thought that they go only for the information for all the speeches. They go for all the networking. They go because they know that if they meet the right person and they can have like a good 5 minute talk, it could literally change their life. So I said to myself, you know what? I had a really, really bad day. I don't deserve this. I was looking at an event in Florida. I live in Greece, right? So, and I was making back then 1100 euros. So I said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna take the leap of faith and I'm gonna fly from Athens, Greece to Florida. without knowing anyone. Without knowing anyone, because I need to understand and learn. I need to create my own future. And remember, I was making decent money. I had like a decent life, but I wasn't happy. So I go in Florida. I had a really, really great time. I meet all these great people, and people are like, "What do you do, man?" I ask people, "What do you do?" And people were like, "Oh, I run this business, e-com business, and we do 2 million per year, 5 million per year, half a million per year, 200,000." I'm like, "Wow, wow!" I said, "Guys, please don't laugh, but I'm just making 1100 euros per month." And they're like, "Wow, with all this knowledge about Google Analytics and AdWords and digital marketing, you're only making this much. Man, you need to quit. You need to create your own business." I said, "I tried to quit. I tried to work for myself, but I couldn't figure things out. Man, you need to quit, and we are going to support you, etc., etc." And my mind was blown, was open up like this, literally. So I come back to Greece. We are in 2015 right now, and I'm like, "Dude, I have to quit. I have to quit, and this will be the final time, and I'm never ever looking back." Even if it was the same thing, like I was running Google ads, YouTube ads, Facebook ads for everyone else. I was making money for everyone else, but not for myself. So I quit my job. I go inside the forums. I go inside the groups, that Facebook groups that I was a member. And everybody was really happy. "Oh, congratulate him. He's amazing. He did it." I started feeling like proud. So I said, "Okay, I'm going to do this." And sometimes when you have big plans, Greece has other plans. So Greece was hit by capital controls just 2 days after I quit my job. So that literally meant that I had 3 clients that I lost them. They couldn't run any Facebook ads. They couldn't run any Google ads because all of them were Greek. I couldn't take money outside of my own bank, outside of my own money. I couldn't run my own Facebook ads. I couldn't run anything. So I was literally back to zero again. So I said, "You know what? I'm going to figure this thing out." I went to Las Vegas because I had booked another event. So I go to Las Vegas and I brought with me 500 euros that I had in cash to give it to a friend of mine so he could give me dollars, and I could use his own PayPal account with that money in order for me to run some ads, at least for outside Greece. And I quickly managed to lose in total 1,200 bucks in 20 days, and I was really big in deeper shit. So I went on vacation with money I didn't have because I had already booked all these things beforehand, and I was looking at the sea, and I said, I felt that this thing was eating me alive. I felt it. I felt that this thing, I started getting into really big depression. I didn't have fun. I was full of my mind and thinking, why, what can I change? What can I do? Etc., etc. The whole August of 2015 goes by, and here we come in September, and I'm sitting at my home with no job, no clients, no nothing. Good thing is that after 3 months, capital controls were a little bit looser, so we could run some Facebook ads. So I said, "You know what? I'm going to wake up and I'm going to start cold calling businesses." And I was too of a chicken to say that, "Hey, I want to run the ads for you." So what I did is that I was cold calling businesses, and I literally went onto Google and typed in random things like jewelry, electronic, irons, like shit like that. And I said, "Hey, hello, yeah, I'm really, really interested in that type of watch you have, or jewelry, or iron, or whatever device I was looking. By the way, I noticed that you have a mistake on your ad." Most of the people said, "Oh, yeah, thank you, we'll look at the mistake. What do you want? What can I help you with?" I'm like, "Damn, man, like this was not the thing that I wanted." But one guy said, "Hey, man, how do you know all this stuff?" I said, "I didn't call you for that reason. But, I noticed that, I know all this stuff, I've been working." He said, "Do you know about Facebook ads as well?" I said, "Yeah." "Do you know about SEO?" "Yeah." "Do you know about landing page design?" "Yeah." Whatever he would tell me, if I know about astrology or physics, I would have said yes. So he said, "Okay, come on over here, show me what you got, and let's take it from there." So I go right there, long story short, here's my first 250 euros, like 300 bucks client. I said, "That worked. let me do that again. So I do that again, and then I raised my prices. I get another client for 350 euros. So I was like at 600, and then I get another client for 500 or 550. So then I said, you know what, man, it's amazing. At least now I have a base, like I have 1100 euros where I can get started again, and don't be anxious. And then it really, where it really matters, it's who you know and what you know so much, and how you have the mindset to success. So I started literally attracting clients and money. So one of my really good friends to the day, who was a big, and still is a really big marketer, Matt Smith, that I've met in Orlando at that event, he said, hey dude, I'm really good with Facebook ads, you're really good with Google ads and YouTube ads. Do you want to make a course, a training where we could go and share that with the people and see what we've got? I said just right away, yes. I didn't ask for how much you're going to pay me. I didn't ask for, okay, how do we split this? Nothing. I just went down 3 days, created all the slides, created all the videos. That program ended up doing $285,000. And after a few months, Matt told me, hey man, I really do believe that I need to give you $10,000 for your effort. I'm like, what? $10,000? Like I was working for 16, 17K for all the year, and for three, and working 40 hours, 45 hours per week. And now for 3 days of my time, giving the exact same knowledge, I managed to get $10,000 just because I met one person, and I will always be grateful to Matt. Matt, if you're watching this, brother, thank you so much. I love you. So the thing is that this is where my mind was like completely open, and that was the very first big step that it literally helped me shift my mindset. And then the other thing that happened, because that happened in October 2015, on December 2015, my good friend and mentor Don Wilson said, I'm going to have a mastermind in Cabo San Lucas, Mexico. And I'm like, damn, I want to come so badly, so badly. So he says the cost to attend is $5,000. And I'm like, come on, dude, like, come on, it's a lot of money. My wife will never let me. I go to my wife and I said, because literally we had this $10,000 from Matt, maybe two, three grand, a few more. So I asked my wife and I asked her, can I go to Cabo San Lucas? She says no. I said, honey, I need to go to Cabo San Lucas. I know that it's going to change my life. I'll do it for us, for our family. She said, no. I said, the only road for me is success. I promise you that I will do my best in order to make things happen, to change our lives. She said, okay, I believe you. Go. So I go on there. I travel for 43 hours with layovers from Athens to Paris, Paris to Mexico City, Mexico City to Cabo. I arrived at the villa and it felt like a dream. Like it was me and other 12 marketers. We all sit in a round table and everybody said, okay, tell me your story. Okay, my name is this and I made $2 million last year, 3 million, 5 million, 10 million, a half a million, 300,000. I'm like, guys, please don't laugh, but I made the whole last year $14,000, but I know that the only road for me is success. One thing I forgot to mention is during that time, from December to January, in those 20 days that were in between, we discovered that we were expecting a baby. So the timing was perfect, because if I knew that we were expecting the baby before Cabo, I would have never gone. So I go out there and people say to me like, dude, you have like the biggest cojones I've ever seen in my life. I want to help you be successful. You are really good with Google Analytics. So I had my good friend Eric Noblet, grateful to you, brother, grateful to Don Wilson, grateful to all the people that I met in my life. And he introduced me to 10 people. 10 people times $1,000 each, I made $10,000 back. I spent 7K in order to go to Mexico for the mastermind, etc., and I made back 10K. The thing is that people, when they saw me hanging out with the big boys, they immediately assume I'm a big one. So I started immediately helping all the people inside the Facebook groups, the giving interviews, podcasts, helping others, replying in DMs, and I was building goodwill, good value. And then I said, you know what? I'm gonna do a free consulting to people, and then I'm trying to soft pitch them my service. So I said, you know what? I can work with you for 15 minutes. I will give you some amazing clarity, help you with your Google Analytics, etc., etc. In order to save my time and know that people would actually show up, I would tell them, hey, send me $97 that after we get the call, I'm going to send you the $97 back. So at that point, in the next 3 weeks, I talked with over 50 people, and most of the calls were not 15 minutes. We're going like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, even up to an hour. But I managed to book 25 new clients out of 50 and made $25,000 that month. It was an amazing feeling. So overall, my mindset started exploding. So after that very first mastermind, I had a lots of ups and downs. I made some money with affiliate marketing, with e-commerce, with stuff like that. And then in January 2017, I had a newborn. Like my daughter was 3-4 months years old. My good friend Don Wilson does another mastermind in Thailand, and he said, "Man, you are my best success story. Not when it comes to money, but how badly you wanted to be successful." So I go in as an invited guest to Thailand in Don Wilson Mastermind, and people tell me there, dude, like you need to increase like what you're doing right now, because the agency work is good and the consulting, but you need to share your knowledge to the world. You need to do a course. I'm like, okay, that's a good idea. I'll do a course. Also, you need to do your own mastermind as the one that we are doing right here. I'm like, what? There's no way that I will do my mastermind. Like, what can I teach people? I don't know. And people were pushing me. People were pushing me like crazy. I would go on the PP Islands, and we were island hopping, and they told me, hey, you need to do the video today. You need to do the video today where you announce the Greek mastermind. I had no island, I had no villa, no food, no nothing. I didn't know anything. So we go onto one island. People come and tell me, like, hey, did you do the video? I'm like, no, I'll do it later. Do the video now. No, I'll do it later. I was literally so afraid to do that. So we hop on the boat. We go to the next island. People say, do the video. No, I'll do it next time. No, do it now. And thank God they pushed me, because I literally picked up my phone and said, what's up everybody, Dimitris Skiadas here, I'm here in Don Wilson. What's up everybody, Dimitris Skiadas here, and I'm in Phuket, I'm in Thailand, and here we are in PP Islands, I'm in Don Wilson Mastermind, and this is a very crazy island. So, and here I just wanted to let you know about the Greek Mastermind that I'm about to throw in Santorini, Greece. It's gonna be great. Don's gonna be there, Tom probably is gonna be there, and many other people here. Huge 6- and 7-figure earners. Just to keep you posted, I'll keep you updated. If you're interested, it's gonna be a 3-4 day mastermind in a beautiful spot in a villa. We're going to have so much fun, so let me know if you're interested. See ya. If you look at my Facebook profile, you'll still see the video from January 2017. And I'm here in Don Wilson Mastermind, but I want to invite you to another mastermind that I'm throwing in Greece, and it's going to be in Santorini. I didn't even know, I didn't have a villa. But that video went crazy and started getting like results and people messaging me. And then after like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, a month, I don't remember exactly, I go back and I said, okay, I'm gonna announce the mastermind. I announced the mastermind, and what happened was magical. After 43 hours, I managed to sell 14 spots at $4,000 each. If you want to do the math, yes, I made 56K in revenue, minus the expenses. I made a really good profit. I'm like, wow, like people believe me, people trust me. And that was the biggest thing to explode my mindset even more. So one thing I want to tell you right here to make a pause is that you literally need to be educating yourself, educating your mindset, thinking positive. Like I have one book here, which is called The Magic of Thinking Big. It was written back in 1959. It was one of the books that I've read 3 or 4 times now, and I have a copy inside inside my bag because I want to be able to open this and read again and again. Why is that? Because I can tell you that a lot of people see a little bit of success, and then, after a while, they start, down, because they don't believe the mindset that led them there to success, it doesn't support them anymore. And I won't lie, I made a lot of mistakes along the way. Like, I was lots of ups and downs. The thing is that whenever you have your mindset set to success, more opportunities will follow. You will have more clients asking to work with you, and people, you don't have to go ahead and look for people to work with you. You will start attracting opportunities. So when my daughter was born and she was 5 days old, I was asked to speak into an actual event in Los Angeles where I spoke in front of 60 people. I got 4 new clients over there, and then there was a guy who was doing an event in London. He said, "Man, I really like your energy, your vibe. I would love to invite you to my event that I do in October in London." I said, "Okay, I'm there." I wasn't getting paid, but I love that. And then I would expand my network, the people who knew me. Back there, I met another guy. He said, "I'm doing an event in San Diego. Do you want to come speak?" Yes, yes. So I literally went from chasing all these opportunities. I was paying the air tickets from my own pocket in order to go speak, and I wasn't getting paid, but I didn't mind because I knew that that was really, really important to get to fix all the things. And literally, I did the mastermind. Before the mastermind, I did the course. I launched the course with thousands of problems. Thousands of problems. Like, I couldn't literally log in to the webinar platform, and I had 800 people live on the webinar. And I managed, and I was really, really disappointed. PayPal closed my account for 6 hours. People couldn't buy. But overall, this is how you grow on your mindset. And I managed to do $109,000 in 4 days without paid advertising. I was just running a few remarketing campaigns. It was all me and the affiliates. This is how it matters. This is why it matters, because you need to understand and know all the people that they're going to help you in your journey. Other than that, now we are going to 2020. I've done 6 mastermind events in Greece, Santorini, and Zakynthos, and I've sold out all of them. I've launched other courses where we had really, really successful stories. I've worked with more than 120 people on scaling their e-com stores, and I'm well respected because I'm well respected in this industry as a public speaker, because I have done more than 20 events in 15 different countries and more than 10,000 people attending live. And I can tell you right now that if I had to tell you one thing about what it led me, it was to be hungry, to be successful, work my ass off, and have my mindset set to success. Okay, this is not a magic book, but I just want to tell you the book that literally helped me. So every single day, wake up and be grateful for all the things that you have already. We start there because some people whine all the time. And if you are alive, if you are healthy, if you have clothes to wear, if you have like $20 in your pocket and you have food in your fridge, you are luckier than 90% of people on this world. Believe it or not, there are people who are just struggling to get clean water, food, or something, some clean clothes to wear. Be super, super grateful, and then go ahead and do your positive affirmations. Even if you are not at that stage yet, and even if everybody else is making fun of you, fuck them, okay? You can help yourself. You are the only person who can help yourself. And even with adversity, even with a lot of ups and downs, your mindset can only grow bigger. So I can teach you a million different strategies and techniques and scaling Facebook ads, but all it won't matter if your mindset is not set for success. I hope you find this really, really interesting. I would love if you could hit the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe. I put so much effort into this, and I started sweating. Not really, but to do this video for you. I hope you find this inspiring. And if you're working a 9 to 5 right now, or you are in a really, really difficult spot, you don't have to continue to be there. Okay, life is great and life is small. We are all going to die, and the thing is that most of the people, they're just surviving. They're not really living. I hope you really enjoyed this video. I love you all. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.